What up, guys? So, the Nuggets apparently have just been written off by people. Like they're done for. And to me, that's very psychotic. Just breaking it down real quick. Has Joker played anywhere close to his best basketball? To me, I'd say hell fucking no. Kawhi, not even for Kawhi, but in all of basketball, this is one of the best playoff games we've ever seen, guys. Insane. It was amazing to watch. And you guys know I do not really like the Clippers. I despise Ty Lue. So I want the worst for him. But hey man, greatness is greatness. And I respect greatness. Norman Powell obviously has not played anywhere close to his best ball. Not sure if he's going to. I'm pretty sure he's decently injured, guys, unfortunately. Harden has been playing very good basketball. I expect him to play at least 3 games worse than this right here. At least. And he played very well in game one, I believe. Chris Dunn has been playing very well. His first bad shooting game, but I mean, his defense has been great on Jamal Murray. Derrick Jones Jr. could play better. He probably will have a game where he has this stat line, except it'll be 5 for 7 with 6 extra points, so 12 points. Batum has been playing excellently. Bog has been absolutely horrendous. And I do expect this to continue. If you guys watch this dude with the Hawks like the last year or two, something has happened to him. He's not the same player he used to be. And he's horrible at defense too. So if he's not scoring, he's a huge negative player. Huge minus player. Definition of a losing player. Ben Simmons, Ty Lue called him out for not scoring. So you guys know that's cooked. And for the love of God, Ben Simmons, this is your fault. You should have known Ty Lue was going to do this. I don't understand why you chose to go to the Clippers, but you get what you deserve, Ben Simmons. I fought with Ben Simmons heavy, but this was ignorant, and you get what you deserve. So for the Nuggets, guys, last game, imagine if Aaron Gordon did not miss that dunk. Just one thing, which is like, Aaron Gordon has missed a couple of these dunks in the past couple years at least. So it's not completely like, oh wow, this is crazy, but I mean it's like a 95% success rate. Something that insane he failed to do. Joker, the free throws are a big deal. I really need Joker to start playing from here on in, guys. And again, this is why I'm saying Joker hasn't even played his best ball. The Nuggets, I understand why he's taking so many threes. You know, it's in theory, you're pulling Zubac out, but Jokic has, and I know it's Jokic, but Joker has a plus matchup wherever he is on the floor. So why not take the best available shots? And these three too were all excellent shots. I could not believe he missed them. Again, he hasn't put, and my God, the 7 turnovers. I don't know what was happening with him in game 2, but there's obviously something up. None of the Nuggets were really on the same page. Jamal Murray shot well from 3, missed a lot of close shots, and has played far from his best basketball. Christian Braun at one point was leading the league in true shooting percentage. Missing these shots now, guys. Really. Michael Porter Jr., oh, dude, I love the rebounds. And wow, this is a playoff basketball shot chart. This is exactly who Michael Porter needs to be. And once he sees this stuff going in, I'm definitely fine from him spamming from anywhere on the court. But again, we have not seen him play anywhere close to his best basketball. The entire Nuggets team has not played their best basketball. And the Clippers have had some excellent performances from Kawhi and Harden. Obviously, these two have improvements to be made. We've seen Ben Simmons play good in game 1, horrible in game 2. Bog, absolutely horrendous. I don't think this is going to change. And we saw Batum play out of his mind in game 1. And the Nuggets still won game 1. This game, I don't think a single. I mean, I guess you could say the rebounds for Michael Porter Jr. were excellent, and they were. Westbrook also. This is not going to continue. I'll tell you guys this. Even though it's only 50%, this will not continue. But aside from that, all the Nuggets starters have room for improvement. All of them. And I do think this is probably going to be Zubac's best game. We may see him put up like 15 and 10 again. Sort of lines like that. But I don't think he's going to outperform this. Again, Norman Powell, room for improvement. But Harden was out of his mind in this game. Played excellently. And the numbers don't really back it up. But he was on when Kawhi... I guess Kawhi's true shooting percentage is like 85% this series. Obviously, that is not going to continue. And it's like, okay, so when Kawhi has a bad game, when Harden has a bad game, not even bad game, when they both perform average, how are the Clippers going to win, guys? If the Nuggets play average or below average versus the Clippers playing average, the Nuggets are going to win every time. The difference in teams is insane. Insane. And I'm so glad Michael Porter Jr. was aggressive in the second game. And he is very important for the Nuggets. And man, this Christian Brown, he's a really good player, guys. He's going to get it together. And Jamal, he just has everything outside of this, guys. All these shots are horrendous. You're fucking ignorant as hell for taking these shots. These I'm okay with. This one I'm sort of okay with. But again, these are so deep for no reason. In the playoffs, you can't do this. And these are one possession games, guys. These shots matter. They're the equivalent of turnovers when you miss these. You cannot be missing these. And again, like these, Jamal Murray's going to hit these more often than not. So, wow. Just looking at the shot charts, my opinion coming into this was pretty much every player on the Nuggets has a lot of room to improve just to get back to their average level of play. And to me, the Clippers they're getting 5 points. They're -5 right now. But the series, the Nuggets are almost 2-1 underdogs to win this series, guys. I do understand they lost at home. But when you look, the Nuggets, I guess the rationale behind that is the Nuggets are going to keep playing this poorly. And I just don't believe that. This is the same playoff team with Christian Brown instead of KCP, who at this point in both their careers, I think Christian Brown is better. And KCP does have a leadership, defensive commander attribute that Christian Brown definitely does not have, for sure. But still, Aaron Gordon's... These players are intelligent enough. They don't need that. I expect them to get back to normal. And they're due also. We know somebody's average. If they constantly perform below their average, and this has been their average for fucking years, we know they're going to have games that are going to even that out. Games above their average that are going to even their average out. That's what, when you hear me say regression to the norm, that's what that means. Okay, guys? If you have, it's actually... technically progression to the norm, I think. But regardless, when you have an average that is known for years and years and years, and you're the same player, if you perform under the average for 2 games, you're going to have 2 games that are going to be above that average, or else your average goes lower, which indicates that you are declining. 4-game sample size is not enough at all, but you should understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand that, you should never be gambling whatsoever at all, besides on slots. And even slots, like, that is something you need to understand with, I can't remember what it's called. It's not ROI, return on investment. It's something else. But it just indicates the fee that the house eventually wins. Like, it's 97%. Over time, you'll only lose 3% of everything they gamble, is what they say. And yeah, if you have an infinite amount of money, I'm sure it averages out to that. But that's not how that works. You could go on a loss streak for millions of dollars, and unless you have that bankroll to sustain over that millions of dollars of loss and fund yourself back up, you're done for. You know, you're not going to see that 97%. You're going to see 0 fucking percent. And it's very important to understand this with gambling, okay, guys? So getting to Knicks Pistons. This game, gut feeling, I think the Knicks are going to win. Straight up gut feeling. Intuition, if you look at this shit, you're probably going to say the Pistons will win. And it's hard for me to argue with that with any intelligent conversation. Just, I have the gut feeling the Knicks are going to win. So we had Tim Hardaway Jr. shoot 0 for 8. And shout out to Bickerstaff for benching him. I said this was one of the keys. If Tim Hardaway Jr. is on bullshit, he has to be benched. And he did. He got benched. Malik Beasley went 1 of 8 from 3, guys. That is not going to happen again. I don't think. As long as he's confident about it, that's not going to happen again. And the Knicks lost with 6 points with Malik and Tim Hardaway Jr. going 1 for 16, guys. 1 for 16. Bro. The Pistons as a whole, 6 of 27 from 3 with 15 turnovers. And the Knicks somehow lost this game. The Knicks, I mean, so their best 2 three-point shooters are right here. OG and Carl. They only take 6 threes. Their 2 mediocre 3-point shooters took fucking 23 and hit 7. It's not the worst percentage, but there's just no reason for this. Mikal just attacked from 2, buddy. Look at this, guys. These are the equivalent of turnovers when you're so good in here. You're just hurting yourself and hurting your team by taking these threes, Mikal. Mikal can hit threes. When he's Jalen Green, same rule as Jalen Green. Wide open, uncontested, in rhythm. Or else don't take the fucking 3, Mikal. It's that fucking simple. OG, I guess, to add to the Knicks winning today, OG is not going to shoot this poorly. One of the better shooters in the league. It'll be interesting to see. I think Josh Hart needs to guard Cade. Because I think OG guarding Cade is taking too much out of him. And Cade is still able to drive and put OG in foul trouble. Even though he wasn't in foul trouble here, he looked like he was playing like he was in foul trouble. Meaning he's not using his body to contact or anything like that. He's really letting Cade drive whenever he wants. And the Knicks need offense from OG. And Carl, the most anemic performance I've ever seen from him. And this is why the T-Wolves traded him, guys. Like, he was locked up by Tobias Harris for no reason. He should be dominating these games unless Duren and or Isaiah Stewart are on him. That's it. And even so, he should still be putting up at least 20 points. At least. 0 free throws. Again, indicating he's not really attacking. And I mean, guys, Karl Anthony Towns, his talent is out of this world. It's out of this fucking world. He can do things that no centers can do, and yet he was held to 10 points and 6 rebounds. That, you guys know, I love Jalen Duren, and I'm a fan of Isaiah Stewart when he's not on bullshit, which he hasn't been. I think they're both excellent defenders. Karl Anthony Towns, if he plays his game aggressively, there are very few people in this world that can stop him. Neither of those two can stop him, okay? And Brunson, I think Brunson played fine this guy. Okay. Again, for Brunson, just stop taking threes. 12 points on 12 shots is not good enough. You missed 8 shots. And you got 12 points out of these threes. No, bro. So good. And see, he's getting to the paint whenever he wants. And some of these shots he definitely should be passing. But again, like, Karl is the one he should be passing to. And Karl is just MIA. I don't blame Brunson for taking these All of these shots, I'm completely fine with all of these shots. The threes, obviously not. Open threes, obviously good with, but somebody has to help him out when he's driving. He's collapsing the defense every time, and just nobody's making themselves available. It is so bad, guys. And Brunson, like, he's more than he is far more intelligent than the way he's playing right now, especially as a distributor. And that has been my main complaint on him all season, is he is trying way too much to play ISO loser ball, hero ball. He's such a good passer. He's such an intelligent player. He just has to trust his teammates. And I really think trust is the thing. Like, he doesn't believe when he passes the ball, these guys are going to score. So Brunson has to trust his team. And if he does that, I really don't care if Brunson scores only 10 points. If he has 15 assists, 10 points, 15 assists, I will take that almost every time over 37 points and 7 assists. Almost every single time, guys. On this Knicks team especially, all the Knicks have to do is play as a team, and this series is over. If the Knicks play as a team, they have a very good chance to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, if not win the championship. But they haven't played as a team all season. Thibodeau has been allowed to continue coaching this bullshit into them. So, again, practice like you play. We're seeing Shea spam three-pointers, and it is going to cost the Thunder a game, if not a series, if he continues to do that. And I think the second half of the season, he kind of was like testing his three-pointer. Should not have done that. Probably lost him the MVP too. You got to practice like you play. You can't be doing this bullshit in games. And the Knicks, Thibodeau has allowed them to be on bullshit all game. Deuce deserves more minutes too. Brunson being forced to play 44 minutes shows you Thibodeau cannot coach this team. It shows you there is no team play. And it shows you have a lot of things to be worried about if you're a Knicks fan. However, it's very simple to change. You just tell them, hey guys, play like a team. Run pick and roll, break down the defense, pass the ball, move the ball, take good shots. That's all. That's all you need to tell these guys. They're that good. They just need to be told no more loser ball. And also stop spamming threes, for the love of God. Oh my. Sickening, man. 20% or some bullshit like that. Sickening. Sickening as fuck. But yeah, all that considered, I do expect the Knicks to win tonight, guys. It's just, well, I'll give you one caveat. If Brunson is playing like a team player, if Mikhail is not spamming threes, if he's off, the Knicks are winning this game. I'm very surprised that... I'm actually not surprised at all at the spread. It's just it's a pick 'em, guys, and I see the reasoning for that. I see it. You know, I can't argue against it, especially if this series is only judged by the games played in the series already, which is how most people think. So yeah, it makes sense. But the more I'm thinking about it, the Pistons, the Knicks just match up with them so well. I mean, the Pistons played as a team last game and the Knicks didn't. And Cade did play a lot of loser ball too. And we have not seen a Cade kind of oh shit game yet. And we will at least see one in this series. So yeah. I definitely think they'll split at Detroit, but we shall see. All right, guys. So this game. I think the Grizz are fucked. There's way too much uncertainty. Yeah, I think the Grizz, if they didn't fire Taylor Jenkins, I would say they would at least split one of these games. And I think they would have stolen one of the games at OKC as well. To the Grizz's coach's credit, he did bench Edie in the second half. It was too little too late, man. Edie, I mean, you guys know how I feel about him. He's just a rookie. And he's being asked to play the best team in the league in the fucking playoffs. And he's being asked to go against one of the most intelligent centers in the league who completely understands how to keep him off the glass. And that's what's happened. He's just been boxed out every time. And Edie does not understand how to play the boards on the offensive end. He doesn't understand how to play the pick and roll, when he should roll, how fast he should roll, and the positioning he should be in comparison to other players' position on the court. And it is a lot, guys. That's why you don't play a fucking rookie, especially somebody like Zach Edey, who is going to have a huge, huge, huge learning curve in learning how to play in the NBA with his size and the detrimental impacts that come with his size in a league where there are athletic freaks every single position on every single team now. Nobody can argue the league is more athletic than it's ever been. So, let's talk about how the Grizz win. Ja plays well, which I think he has been. I'm fine with 2 of 6. And I think this one and maybe one of these two were really bad contested threes, just really bad. Got to clean up the turnovers for sure, which is obviously. I want Ja focusing on assists more than scoring. The Thunder are kind of loading up on Ja. They're not letting him get things easy. And that opens up you getting the ball to your teammates and them having things easy. Scottie Pippen Jr. has played okay, really well defensively. Like, he's exceeded my expectations on Shea, and he should be very proud of that. These two guys have to play. Vince Williams and Gigi, bro. They just have to. And I think Kennard played fine, but the Thunder need fucking athleticism. And I like Conchar. This isn't a Conchar series. So what should the Grizz do to win this game? Santi needs to start, Edey to the bench, and you try that, I think. And also Pippen Jr. to the bench for probably Vince Williams just to guard Shea. And you just throw Vince Williams, Gregory, and Pippen at Shea. Throw him as many different looks as possible. Make him uncomfortable. Foul the shit out of him. And make the rest of the team beat you. J-Dub has played insanely good this season. And this series as well. Chet doing exactly what he needs to do. Spacing the floor, getting rebounds, getting blocks. Wow, 5 blocks. Jesus Christ. I didn't know it was that many, but I knew he was balling. Caruso had a very good shooting night. Aaron Wiggins, I'm surprised he's only getting 7 minutes. I think Aaron Wiggins has proven he deserves minutes over Caruso for sure. I'm pretty interested to see Isaiah Joe has been getting minutes. You guys know how I feel about him. I love him. I think he's an excellent player, so I'm happy. But it's weird. He was straight up benched for garbage time only in the second half of the season, and now he's in the rotation over Aaron Wiggins in the playoffs. Very odd to me. You guys know, practice like you play. You need continuity. But saying this, the Grizz can win this game for sure. The spread is a lot smaller than I thought it should be. I believe it's only 8.5 right now for the Thunder, of course, but there are a lot of teams that have been down more than 8.5 for a spread and have won the game. You should never use any dumbass stat like that. Okay? Use your fucking brain to make smart, intelligent decisions. I'm just checking the spread real quick. Okay, it moved to minus 9.5 for the Thunder now, which it probably should still be 11 or 12. But None of the Grizz have played anywhere close to their best basketball. The caveat with that, with this new coach, this may be the best basketball they can play, guys. I hate that I'm saying that, and it has nothing to do with the players, but there's only so much you can do with a bad coach. And especially this coach, when you have somebody like Zach Edey on the floor, you're literally playing 4v5, if not 4v6 a lot of the time. Because Edey is just that much of a detriment. Way, way, way too much. And I am very, very confident in Edey becoming a great, great all-star level player eventually. Not even close to that now. Not even fucking close. And he has a long way to go, but the potential is for sure there. For sure. And the effort is there too. That is one thing I want to make very clear. Edey tries his best, I think. It's just, there's so much happening, especially going against a team like the Thunder. You literally, it's like playing it is a game, but it's a video game where you have to keep track of 9 people outside of yourself all the time. And it's just way too much. Things are happening just insanely fast. And when you are at a agility and lateral quickness disability, that means you have to be able to read, diagnose, and react to things faster than every single other person on the floor. And they are asking a rookie to do that. Just okay, yeah, I'm getting triggered. I need to stop talking about this. It just, guys, it makes the firing of Taylor Jenkins look even worse by the fucking second. Just psychotic. If they're set on starting Edey, they have to bench Pippen Jr. for Vince Williams, I think, just to defend Shea. And if he can't, throw in Gregory. Seriously, you have to throw fresh bodies at Shea to make things as hard as possible for him. And again, you have a very quick, agile guy here in Pippen Jr. to go on Shea. You have a mix of both agility, strength, length here. And you have somebody that is extremely agile for being as tall as he is. Those are all great options to throw at Shea. And you just have to change it up. Also, the Grizz, this can't happen. If they're going to shoot this many threes, they need to make more. And there's nothing particularly bad standing out to me about the threes. You're going against the Thunder. You have to put points on the board. You cannot let them get in transition. And I would say the very discouraging thing for the Grizzlies is you held Shea to fucking 30% shooting and you still lost by 20. This is not going to happen again. I doubt Shea, this is probably the one game they had to win. If Shea jacks up 10 threes again, then yeah, they can probably win this next game. But I have a feeling Shea is not going to do that again, just because he's very intelligent. I'm pretty sure he just wants this series over with at this point, and losing at home would be very embarrassing. So those are my picks for today. Well, I didn't even give my picks, but I don't even want to say it. I think that it's a possibility the Grizz can split at home. Is it likely? I don't think you can make a sound argument for that with the new coach. With Taylor Jenkins, I would say, hell yeah, they're for sure getting one of these games at home. This coach is horrible, man. There's just nothing they can do. Like, man, oof. So, yeah, that's that. The Nuggets, I expect them to at least cover. 5 points is way too many. I personally do think the Nuggets will win. I will probably be betting money line. Wow. Okay, so the Pistons got another half point. So I guess the line has barely moved in favor to the Knicks. Yeah. Actually, 1 point. Okay, no, I guess the site I play on just had different odds to open. Interesting. I just have this feeling the Knicks are gonna win, guys, and You know, if we if we look at these games, like, bro, they lost to this team. They didn't have Carl, but Carl has been absent in the playoffs, really. I just I don't know, guys. I don't know, and you shouldn't just look at games like this and be like, "Oh, because this happened, that's going to happen." That's not how things work. And wow, Cade played an excellent game here. And if Cade, if he returns to this, which he has been, he's been really good at getting in the paint in the playoffs, cuts out these fucking threes. The Pistons have a pretty good chance to win. And I do, Malik. There are so many unknowns, guys. So many. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. This game could go either way. It could be a close game. It could be an absolute blowout for either team. I can't tell you, man. But yeah, that's what I got. I hope you guys have been enjoying the playoffs. Things have been very up and down for me myself. And I have a lot of content saved up, but I just can't post it to YouTube, guys. Like the NBA has actually been going out of their way to manually copyright some of my shit. Yeah.